speaker, Mentor Myron Santa Ana.
Coach May, nabanggit ko pa yung tungkol sa Google. Baka mamaya nakatanga nila yung tsura ko. Baka ano sila, no? Oh, that I'm first graded. So that's one of the most handsome guys in the Philippines.
You get a time to watch this talks, no? Because we have Coach Myron Santa Ana.
Yes,
All
yes,
right,
please.
so yeah, so I'm very excited for this topic, Coach Myron. We will talk about gender in entrepreneurship. Ayan, so lalaki
That's
at
a good choice
babae,
for
men and
discussion.
women. Yes. So yeah, let's start. So let's try to dig deeper about
Sure.
gender in entrepreneurship. So is it really matter? No, yung gender ba sa entrepreneurship, is it really matter?
My short answer to that is hell no. It doesn't matter whether you're male or female. You know, being an entrepreneur or being successful in entrepreneurship doesn't choose your gender, right? Because at the end of the day, we're all human beings who can think, who can strategize, or who can make our dreams come true. And gender doesn't have anything to do with it at all.
So were you saying that it's at the end of the day we're individual who has the goal in life, so we're not only depending to anyone to even husbands or wives, we should not depends on them. Is that what you are
Yes,
saying?
yes. Correct. It's not about your gender. It's about your mentality, right? If you consider or look into yourself as someone who's not weak, because that's usually the stereotype with women, right? That they're not as strong-minded as we are, right? But that's not the case, right? Earlier we were talking about, prior to you going live, we were talking about a few of the really popular names in entrepreneurship worldwide who are women, and they made a difference, right? And yeah, there's really this stereotype that women, regardless of what country you're in or what cultural background you're from, that you're just the assistants to your husband, right? The male, that you're just second in command, that you're just by his side, that you just stay at home, or maybe even if you don't stay at home, you support by also working as an employee, or maybe starting your own business and just focusing on it and letting your husband do what he wants to do as the provider in the family, right?
Yeah.
So that's the usual stereotype. But if you limit yourself to that kind of thinking, then for sure you're not going to be whatever the mind conceives the body achieves. If you think that way, that I'm just a woman, a girl, a lady, right? I'm just built for this, to be a wife to my husband, to be a girlfriend to my boyfriend, to be just second in line, to be just assistants, then your body, your behavior is definitely going to follow. So those women that you mentioned earlier who are successful in business, they made a difference. They thought otherwise, right? I'm no different from guys, right? Whatever they can think of, I can think of too, right? Because we have the same brain. Not like his brain is different, mine is different too, right? So physiologically speaking, right? So it's just the gender assigned to us. So there you go. I hope that supports further yung ating answer that it doesn't matter. It doesn't have anything to do with your success, especially in entrepreneurship.
Yeah, the point of view of a woman, like me, I am entrepreneur. So before I decided to go on with entrepreneurship, I asked myself actually, first, I'm ready. I said to myself, I'm ready. No, actually, I've been doing it without monetization before. So
Mm.
when I see people, generating, generating some income. So I told to myself, why not apply entrepreneurship? So so that's the only time I decided to become entrepreneur. So yeah, I believe in, it's not about gender in entrepreneurship. It's about your decision making as well,
Yes, yes.
right? So
You
actually
have
I
to
did
make
not
that
ask.
great leap of faith. Mhm.
Yeah, I did not ask anybody to decide for me if I wanted to become entrepreneur whatsoever. It's my own decision. So it's a decision
Yes,
really also one factor. No?
yes.
Okay.
So see,
My
even women can
second,
make decisions by themselves, right? And you are a walking
yes,
example of that.
yes. And follow up to that, Coach Myron, how about a while ago you mentioned about the culture because the man provides and the woman uh, staying at the house, taking care of the
Yeah,
kids, cook
correct.
food, something like that. But you have mentioned that there's a lot of women also working at the same time while doing their duties as mom. So it's equal
Mhm.
opportunity, right?
Working
So
moms, right?
yeah, follow up to that, Coach Myron. How about the age? Kasi now, like me, na, I am in the middle age na. So, na
Oh,
tinatawag.
really? I thought you're only a millennial because you look like one.
Thank you naman. Okay. So, I am now, reaching my, sinasabi nilang middle age na, no? Siyempre, hindi katulad dati, you can buhat-buhat products, nakaikot-ikot ka, So, siyempre, nanghihina na yung katawan mo. Is age really, kanina, gender really matter. This time naman, follow up to that, kasama doon sa mga kababaihan, isa daw sa hindi dahil tumatagal because of the mas mahina ang katawan ng babae compared sa lalaki. Is that true?
Well, I cannot. We cannot contest science. For some reason, the physiology between man and woman is really different. It's like physiologically speaking, yeah, we are really stronger because our muscles are more beefed up. Our bone structure is stronger. So we can really cannot contest science. But you know what? Our mind. This is just me speaking, right? I'm not gonna force this belief to anybody else here, especially our viewers who are watching. But our mind, for me, is much stronger than our body, right? So even though science says that, hey, women, you're weaker than men, right? Especially when you get much older, you're gonna get much weaker, right? But if you mentally condition yourself that I may be feeling hurt, I may be feeling weak, but I can do this. I believe, apart from you, Coach May, my mother, my mom is also a living proof of that because my mom actually up until now, because she doesn't want to stop, right? She's a vendor, an RTW vendor who goes from one fiesta to another, or she goes anywhere her feet would bring her just to pedal or sell her stuff, RTW. And my mother is only 4'11", right?
Oh.
Is only 4'11", and right now she's already in her late 50s, if I'm not mistaken. I may not be updated anymore, right? But that little woman who's not getting any younger anymore can still lift very big bags containing, of course, hefty loads of RTW. So see, but she can do it, right? She can do it. And she needs little help from other people, especially those carriers or lifters, or in Tagalog we call them cargador, right? Because up here on her mind, she tells herself, I may be a woman who's less stronger than a man, but I can do this, right? I will make up to my mental strength what I don't have or lack in my physical strength. Yeah.
Mm. Okay, so mind setting then, 'di
Yes,
ba?
exactly. I'm pretty sure you believe the same, right? Because
Yeah.
physically you feel it that at the end of the day I'm a woman. I cannot force myself to be a man, but I can accomplish a lot of things because it's mind over matter, right?
Okay, mind over matter. Okay, so yan yung mga golden nuggets ni Coach Myron, diba? So for 5 minutes, napaka-ganda na ng usapan. Okay, for those viewers, thank you so much for continuously, tuning in with us, no, with Coach Myron. Okay, so follow up to that, Coach Myron. So we talk about yung gender niya, no, it's really doesn't really, sabi mo, age doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Gender
gender doesn't
doesn't
matter.
matter.
Age doesn't matter.
Yeah. And then, dapat nga naman mind
Remember the
over.
story, di ba? We always tell the story of Colonel Sanders of KFC, right? It was already in his 60s, I don't know if mid or late, that he became successful with the recipe of KFC. So even age doesn't matter.
Yeah, correct. And culture, diba? Yeah, okay. So follow up to that, Coach Myron, deeper level of discussion with regards to gender entrepreneurship. Lots of businesses nowadays, especially when pandemic came, a lot of women and men, they are also trying to adapt the new normal thing, no?
Yes.
Lots of businesses has been closed. Lots of businesses has to stop and trying to rebuild not only the business in a different way or magbabago man sila ng business, no, ng line of business, but of course yung personality mismo nila.
Yes.
So rebuilding ng personality na, for example, like this, yung appearances na lang on the camera. Not all. Kasi we have in the community, I've been asking to being interviewed here in May Talks, but she said, I'm not ready on the camera. So, yeah.
I'm not webcam friendly.
Yeah, in a deeper level of discussion with regards to gender in entrepreneurship. Would you mind asking me about, are you a jealous guy?
No, I'm not. I think that's one of my edge that I'm not a jealous guy because I'm an empathetic person, right? Before I make any judgment, I always put myself first in another person's shoes, especially a woman's shoes, before judging her or what she's thinking of or her actions. So yeah, to answer that briefly, no, I'm not a jealous guy.
Okay,
Especially when there's no basis.
Yes, because that's the reason actually of the business owner that I'm asking to be interviewed here. As she said, my husband is so, siloso, ayan. So, yun yung naging hindrance, naging hindrance na to the point, sinarado niya na lang yung kanyang business. So, sad, diba?
I think it's more of an ego, Coach May. Some guys, of course, there are exceptions to the rule. Some guys, their ego works to their disadvantage, right? They take too much pride in the fact that I am the guy, I'm the man at home, I'm the provider, and I cannot let it happen that my partner is much more successful than I am. My partner is the one who's making money when it's supposed to be me. When my partner is becoming successful, not that I am envious of her success, but I'm envious of the fact that it should be me, right? Not her. But things are going much better with her than me. So I think it's more of ego. Why there are guys who do not let their partners, their wives shine, or like put up their own business, continue their business, or be successful in the professional world, especially. And it's also like a predetermined condition that, hey, what I want you to do is just to support me when I get home, feed me well, cook me my favorite dishes, take care of our kids because I want to see them grow up like me. See, that's like the mentality with some guys.
Yes. So, speaking ego, diba? sad to say talaga, majority of the guys, natatalo ang babae because
Well,
of
I
that
won't
ego.
disagree with you on that. Yes, I think you're not saying all, you're just saying majority, right?
Yes. Okay, so next siguro, natakal natin yung gender, yung age, yung culture, tsaka yung ego. What about the finances? Di ba, ang babae, syempre, naging culture yung lalaki. Pag nag-asawa ka, yung lalaki nagpo-provide, ibibigay mo sa wifey para mag-manage ng finances. Eh ngayon, si wife, nag-decide na pumasok sa entrepreneurial, no? So, syempre, hingi ng kapital.
Yes.
Kasi hindi naman capital dyan. Gusto ko mag-business. So, how are you with that? Did you ever encounter some of your friends or your personal, did you ever encounter that? Na nag-ask ng capital and then you doubted the woman na hindi mo kakayanin yan. Ako, naranasan ko na. Ang hirap talaga. So, how is that to you? Your point of view as a man or as man entrepreneur?
Well, number one, I would agree that when it comes to financial management, that women are a little lang naman, a little ahead. I'm not gonna say too many levels ahead, but a little ahead. And I think it has something to do with the fact that no, I don't think it's stinginess, so to speak. I think it's more of I think women can predict more what could possibly happen wrong, that because she foresees it, that she's gonna take care of what she currently has, so as not to end up regretting it later. And this is also one of the reasons why when it comes to the amor towards children, the children, of course there are exceptions to the rule once again, but mostly the children are a little again, a little closer to their mother, because of course dinala sila ng 9 na buwan sa loob ng sinapupunan, right? Tsaka mas attached sila unang-una sa nanay kasi of course yung breastfeeding and yung talagang kalinga, no? So I think it's one of the reasons din kung bakit mas magaling ingat yaman talaga ang mga wives pagdating sa pera, right? And ngayon there are ladies, women who are requesting. Let's just say that the finances are with the guy. No, now there are women who are having a hard time requesting capitalization because whether we like it or not, I'm a guy myself, but I'm gonna say that this is quite true. That the husband kinda belittles the abilities kasi of the woman to be able to start a business and really make it grow. I think it's one of the reasons na para ops so yung mas madiskarte, ako nang bahala. O kaya kung i-allow man niya, ano ba yung papasukin mong negosyo, sigurado ka bang kikita tayo dyan? O pag-isipan mo muna kasi yung mawawala dyan na hindi natin mapapalago, hindi naman papatok mag-kick off, mahirap na uling kitain yan. There. So, ano din talaga, it's whether we like it or not, there is really an underestimation of what the woman is capable of doing, especially in business. That's the reason why there are some guys who are really stingy with skeptic or doubtful at first when it comes to women entering business. Well, once again, this is just my point of view. Others may have different, but yeah, that's my answer to that.
Okay, thank you for that point of view. No, thank you for that citing that. Yeah, it's true. Underestimating ba or doubting, talaga nangyayari. Okay, so okay, napag-usapan natin gender, age, culture, ego, then finances, and then this time, now that you are experiencing ito yung pandemic, na dumating si pandemic, no? wala siyang pinili, babae ka man o lalaki, tinamaan ka ng pandemic. Diba?
Yes, yes.
Tinamaan tayong lahat ng pandemic. Then how were you with that, coping up with your partner? Of course, hindi ba siya nag-suggest ng, oh, ako naman, diba? Wala bang ganun?
Well, if you I know you know about this, diba? That one of our pivot businesses that was born out of this challenge is the supply of the protective products.
Mhm.
And that idea is not actually mine. That idea is my wife's. And I just helped. Yeah, I just helped her build on it because I told her that I think it's a good idea because our current clientele is the human resources and administrative managers of companies. And at the same time, they may or may not be in charge of the procurement or purchasing as well. But most of them are. So I think we will not have any difficulty penetrating these companies or supplying these protective products to them because we already have a database. So it was her idea, then I built on it, and then now we're here. It's one of the reasons why we have been able to survive this pandemic.
Ayun. So, may kinalaman nga doon sa take charge. Ayan. Ano yan? Yung ako naman magte-take charge. Ayan.
Yes, that's the case with my wife.
Good thing
yun na nga,
about
because
yeah, good thing about you din naman na hindi mo pinigilan. You give her a chance to, do it.
No. During these times, Coach May, that all of us are struggling, pride will not help at all. Okay? Actually, I've been adamant. I shared with you that the situation with the office. I've been adamant at first in retaining or keeping everything as it is. It was her who forced me to really change our strategy. Like, do not force this public seminar room because nobody will be interested in coming over here and meet in person with strangers. So it is also like the spark of the idea of converting this to a co-working space / meeting room for rent. And because I'm that type of a person who acknowledges all ideas, whether they're going to work or not, meaning I look into them first and apply them before questioning them if they're going to work later on, then of course, I did that kind of thinking with her. So instead, I collaborated with her.
Yeah.
Instead of questioning whether her ideas will be working or not. Kasi once again, it all boils down to pride. If you let pride get in the way, that lalaki ako, ako yung ako gagawa ng paraan. Sige, chillax ka lang dyan. Even though you know to yourself na wala ka na talagang options, nahihirapan ka na. Di ba? Kasi okay lang sana kung kahit na married kayo, wala kayong anak, di ba? Wala kayong responsibilidad, meron. So saan ngayon kayo pupulutin ng pride nyo? Baka wala kayong maipakain sa mga anak nyo. Baka hindi na sila mapadala sa eskwelahan, di ba?
Okay, so
for all the couples out there, our relationship is not perfect. It has areas for improvement itself. But my message to all the couples out there, your relationship should also be collaborative.
Yes.
Do you agree?
Okay. Yes. Okay. To side
You're like the Batman and Robin, di ba? You're the best dynamic duo, di ba?
Yes. Okay. To cite my point of view as sa woman naman, but bumabase lang din ako personal experience. I'm not saying majority or whatsoever here. Okay. Personal experience ko, ako lang talaga. I'm not seeking help from the husband or the partners, no? I'm not asking help. Okay? Basta sinasabi ko lang, let me. Matalo, manalo, let me. Pero sinasabi ko, bahala ka sa mga gastusin sa lahat-lahat. I'm not asking any penny from you, but let me do it by myself. So, yun naman yung aking stand. Kasi tayo din ng mga babae, hindi porket bibigyan tayo ng kapital ng mga partners, di ba? Is hahayaan na lang natin ng matalo manalo na gano'n, hindi. So ang point ko lang po dito, tayo mga babae na pag binigyan tayo ng kapital, make sure natin na talagang andoon yung passion mo, nandun yung hindi ka hihinto. Kahit na anong hirap, sa saya, sa hirap, ituloy-tuloy mo lang siya. Okay? Kasi, lalo na kapag kagaya ko, may commitment akong ganun. I'm not going to ask any penny from you. Okay? Kung anong meron ako, gagawin ko siya, i-prosper ko siya. So, syempre, sa tulong ng Lord, dasal ka dahil hindi mo naman din kakayanin talaga lahat ng ikaw mag-isa di ba? Pero
Correct.
because of that commitment, because of that yung negotiation ninyo ay may commitment ka, panindigan mo. So, hindi ka pumasok sa isang negosyo na, sige lang, then later on, tumbling, di ba? Kahit nagtatumbling-tumbling ka, gapang, tayo din, gano'n. Ganon talaga So that's my piece of advice
Yes, yes.
babae. Ayan.
But you know what, Coach May, the reason why there are lots of women who become successful in the world of business is I think women are more organized. Not just the literal organized with things, but they're also organized with their thoughts. They're organized with the steps they have to go through to accomplish everything. They're also organized with, going back to the money management.
Yes. Yeah, okay. So collaboration and then commitment, yan yung mga napag-usapan natin. Okay, dagdag natin, Coach Myron, yung nakita ko talaga yung eksena dito sa Saudi mismo. No? Sarado halos yung buong street dati na masaya siya. Ngayon as in close na lahat. Okay. From the yung kung nag-iisip ka ngayon na ito na yung bago nating ginagawa, yung normal nating activities over internet, over Zoom like this, no? Would you rather accept to yourself na okay, yung mga ka-team ko, yung mga clients ko, na I need to be honest with them that my situation is this. So would you rather accept that or would you still continue mo yung paninindigan? Ayan, paninindigan over honesty. Ayan.
Yan yun di ba? Yung sinasabi nga natin kanina, paninindigan. Yes. But you are just positivizing it, but it's actually the pride, the ego, right? But yeah, paninindigan is, I think it's a commitment in English. No? Well, it depends. I think it depends on the situation. Once again, it's really very hard to force something when all indications point to you stopping what you are doing, right? It's okay to be one step ahead or be careful with your decisions or to be honest with yourself. Then once again, regret your decisions later, right? Yeah. So you have to look into the situation. Pag-aralan mo, kung pwede pang ituloy at kumbaga hindi pa naman ubos yung baraha mo, ang daming pang pwede pang i-explore, tuloy mo lang. Pero kung hindi na talaga, wag na lang. Parang na-share ko sa iyo kanina, di ba? We are considering closing this office, right? Because webinars are now the name of the game. And conducting webinars, once again, is something that you can just do at home. If you will just have one room dedicated to it and then have it renovated so you will have soundproof, your guests will not be able to hear the dog outside, right? Will not be able to hear your kids quarreling or your baby crying, right? Once again, if you are naninindigan, but all indications point to the fact that your paninindigan is useless, right? Okay. Then, mahirap kasi mahirap kitain ng pera. So hanggat meron ka pa, pag-ingatan mo na lang. Mas
Ayun.
daig pa rin ng taong maingat at sigurista ang taong puro gamble na lang kahit na wala namang basihan.
Ayun.
Dahil lang sa paninindigan.
Okay. Okay, so yan. Napakaganda ng usapan natin kasi it's a serious matter. Baby natin, baby natin yan, inalagaan natin how it was started, no? Yung pagkakabit ng mga ilaw, paglalagay ng mga curtains, yung pag-ayos ng opisina, and yet dumating tayo sa point na talagang iiyakan mo talaga.
Yes, yes.
Diba? To the point na may mga gamit ka na binenta na, 'di ba? So dumanas ako niyan before mag-pandemic, sabi ko sa sarili ko, siguro nangyari lang na blessing in disguise nga, no, na bago mag-pandemic nag-decide na ako dito ako sa Saudi, no, na ano tayo ng customer, no? Customer base natin sa Saudi.
Nakita mo yung potential dyan.
Sabi ko, while I'm here, yun ang gagawin ko. Tapos, syempre, walang project sa Philippines that time. So, what's the use of having all of those, yung open ang opisina mo doon, na wala ka, walang projects, diba? So, natapos mo na lahat ng proyekto mo. So, pagpunta ko dito...
Mayayaman sila dyan. Ang alaga nga nila, hindi aso, di ba? Leon, tigre, di ba? Diba?
Oo.
Tapos, yung balita ko, yung mga taxi daw dyan, Lamborghini, di ba? Ganun kayayaman yung mga tao dyan, di ba?
Sila yayaman, grabe. Okay. So, ganun ang nangyari. So, syempre sa atin nga, back to yung emotions din. Ito yung next natin actually, emotions. Sino yung mas emotionally attached doon sa business, no? Sino yung mas emotions doon na kapag iniisip na natin ng, ito na yung new normal, kailangan do it at home na. So, sino yung mas unang affected emotionally? Ang lalaki ba o ang babae?
Well, I cannot answer for other people, no? But yung sarili kong answer, I think lalaki. Lalaki ang mas emotional. Kasi nga lalaki yung nakaisip. Well, in my case, lalaki yung nakaisip, lalaki yung nagpunda, lalaki yung nagpakahirap, tapos biglang deads na lang bigla. So deep inside, guys are much more emotional. Of course, you cannot see it. Right? Because we are good at hiding or masking yung emotional pain. Right? Kami yung malalaki, meron din mga lalaking umiiyak, pero hindi mo makikita na lumuluha, di ba? Umiiyak. Unlike, I'm not being judgmental, pero ang babae talagang ipapakita niya, di ba? Luluha talaga yan, iiyak talaga yan, di ba? Pero ang lalaki, hindi. Pero deep inside, masakit din talaga.
Ayun. Okay, so yun naman yun sa emotions. Kung sino yung mas attached doon sa business, syempre, no? Yun yung...
lalaki. Well, in my case, but with other people siguro, pwede ring babae.
Okay, so sige, next natin, pang-last na to, Coach Myron. With all in the list natin, yung gender, yung age, culture, ego, or yung pride, finances, or yung nakipag-collaborate, or paninindigan over honesty, and then emotions. From all these lists, ano yung mas makikita mo bilang point of view ng lalaking entrepreneur, ha? Ano yung mas nakikita mong nahihirapan ka?
Na may kinalaman ngayon sa pandemya, itong new normal?
As a whole, bilang lalaking entrepreneur, from all these lists, saan ka mas nahihirapang i-manage?
Okay. Yung sa mga... well, napaka mentally strong kong tao, so definitely not emotions. I have really good sway of my emotions. Doon naman sa... when it comes to the value system, the attitude, walang problema yan. Siguro among those that we had talked about earlier, yung finances, syempre doon tayo nag-i-struggle. Especially if I may just share my situation. Our situation actually, we're a service-based business. Diba? Kapag dumating sa punto na hindi kailangan ng serbisyo mo, o medyo pumipreno muna sila o nagtitipid sa paggasto sa serbisyo mo, nga ka. Right? So, saan ka ngayon pupulutin? Kaya it's a good thing that if I may just share this, although this is quite personal, we recently closed a big deal of this international company having us facilitate 7 batches of soft skills training for their employees based here in Manila. So that's a good revival or recovery for us. But because of the situation of service-based or oriented businesses, instead of forcing to return to where we were before, when in fact nagaganap pa itong pandemya, now we're thinking of opening a traditional business. But a traditional business that we believe papatok, tatangkilikin, and that has something to do with food. So if I may share this with you, we are gonna save up money to open a convenience store, and then afterwards, big picture thinking, we're gonna branch out. Parang if the first one will be successful, syempre, it depends on the performance of the first one.
Yes.
So, yun yung decision. But of course, I'm not gonna give up itong ating negosyo. Mahal natin ito eh. But there has to be, kasi this is what we call, di ba, Coach May? This is active income, right? Although, lahat tayo gumagawa ng paraan, creative and innovative, na magkaroon din ng passive income out of this. But primarily, service-based businesses are active income, right? So, to back it up, you also need to have a passive income. Na kahit ipagpatuloy mo ang pag-training, kahit na medyo, konti ang nagre-request speaking, konti nagre-request consulting, konti nagre-request, kasi nga, set aside sa budget allocation ng mga kumpanya yung learning and development, at least meron ka mapagkukunan na steady and still growing, di ba?
Yeah, tsaka advantage na hanggat lumalawak yung knowledge base mo sa maraming industriya, maganda yun. Okay yan. Okay, kaka-proud ka dyan. Okay, so yun po, finances. Okay, so that's all for today. Yung ating pong discussion about gender. So malaki po talaga yung kinalaman nung pinag-uusapan din. Kung couple man kayo at papasok ang isa sa inyo or sabay kayo, maganda na pinag-uusapan from the very start na ito, mahina ako sa ganito, ito naman yung strength ko, so patience, syempre din. So, yan yung mga tips natin for today. Okay, so sir,
sabi nga nila, one of the worst business relationships would be between husband and wife. But what I can say to that is it depends then, right? If you always fill your partnership with quarrels, then totoo nga. But like what we mentioned kanina, if we negotiate and remember that we're not just business partners, we're husband and wife, then it will become successful if you aim it to be.
Okay, so right. So pasalamatan muna natin yung ating mga viewers. Thank you so much to all our viewers of May Talks, and
thank you po.
To all our foreign community members of business owners and service providers. Don't you worry, though we are speaking in Tagalog po, we have transcription naman into English once we upload it to YouTube. Okay? All right. So, yeah, anything that you would like to add before we end our interview session with you, Coach Myron? Sige po.
Yes, in short, I just want to say that once again, whether you're a woman or a man, it doesn't really matter. If you want to enter the world of business, all you need to do would be to have the right mindset for it, prepare, learn everything that you have to prepare, and make that great leap of faith. Because remember, you will never know what you're capable of accomplishing unless you try it. So give it a go first, questions later.
All right, so very well said, Coach Myron. Okay, so yeah, do you have anything? You may invite them with your engagements, folks.
Well, yes, we have a public webinar scheduled actually for the rest of the year. If you want to know what, I own MSS Business Solutions. We're a training provider. So now we're focusing on providing webinars. If you want to know what webinars we have scheduled until the rest of the year, just visit our our Facebook page, MSS Business Solutions. It's facebook.com/MSS. Those are my initials, Myron Sta Ana, Biz Solutions. Or just type it there, MSS Business Solutions. Although we also have copies on my personal Facebook page, Mentor Myron Sta Ana. Just look it up. So then, ang dami po kaming, our strength is in soft skills. So ang dami naming communication, customer service, sales, training, HR, etc. topics there. Maybe you would like to attend and invest in those. Thank you, Coach May.
Okay, so thank you so much, Coach Myron, for your precious time. I know you've been having a very
You're welcome.
productive day.
Yeah.
And it's late.
I'm happy to be here, and thanks for having me. You're a blessing to your subscribers, to your followers.
Thank you so much, and congratulations.
So guys, please continue to support and follow, and of course, patronize all the live podcasts of Coach May Anonuevo entitled May Talks. We build value and wealth together. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and God bless you. More interview session with you in the future, Coach Myron. We had a great time with you today. Okay?
Likewise, Coach May. Thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless.
Same here.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
All right, so that's Coach Myron Sta Ana. He shared to us about gender in entrepreneurship. So there's no, it doesn't matter. He said it doesn't matter, babae ka o lalaki, walang problema sa pagpasok sa pagiging entrepreneur. Papasok lang ang problema is when you are not ready with your attitude, your values, okay, when it comes to collaborating with other gender, no? Okay, so at the end of the day, sabi ko niya, at the end of the day, concern pa rin ng both gender ay yung finances talaga. Dapat well-organized everything, and whatever the challenges happen, work together, and yun po. Gender doesn't really matter in entrepreneurship. All right, so thank you so much, and hope to see you again on Tuesday. We will talk about travel and tours industry. Ano na yung nangyayari sa mga travels natin? Okay, so yan po yung kakaabangan natin next week on Tuesday, only here in Maytax. We build value and wealth together. All right, God bless everyone. Thank you. Bye.